From your Google Drive, click on the New button, go down to More, and choose Google Forms. The first thing you want to do is title your form. So click here where it says Untitled Form and type in your title. We want to do this first so that when it's saved automatically to your drive, it has the title. I also like to come up here and select where it says Untitled Form, and that will also change to your title, so you know for sure that's what it's saved as in your drive. Google starts you with an untitled question. We see that here. So I can go ahead and just select this untitled question. I'll go ahead and select the name of the question and type in my first question. Once I have my question written, I can come over to the multiple choice drop down and select what kind of answer I want for this question. You can see there's lots of options here. I also have the option right here next to my question to add a picture if I need an image for this question. Then I can go to my options for the answers. It says option 1 here. Again, that's started for you, and you can add other options by clicking here to add option. If you add other, that means that the answer will be other with the possibility of filling in a question or an answer. You also have the opportunity back here on these different answer options to add in a picture for your selection. When you're ready to add another question, you have some options to consider here at the bottom of your first question. You want to decide if this is a required question. If I say that it's required, that means that I cannot submit the form unless this question has been answered. If I made the question by mistake or want to throw it out completely, I can use the trash can to delete it. Or if I have a very similar question, I can just hit duplicate and it will create the question again, and I can make my small alterations. I also have the choice over here to use my add question feature, and that way I will start from a brand new question. Let's focus on our form toolbar all the way to the right for just a moment. Over here, I can add a new question. That's an option. I can also add a title. So if I want to group questions together on my form, I can click to add a title. And that's just going to title this next set of questions. I also have the option to add in a picture if I have an image that I want several questions related to, or a video. Or if I need to, I can create a brand new section altogether where it says Add Section. What Add Section will do, as you can see if I scroll down, after you finish the first set of questions here on the form, it's going to prompt you to click on Next, and that takes you to the next section of the form. This allows me to group questions, but have certain sections hidden, if you will, while I'm working on one set of questions. After I'm done making my questions, I might want to add some more color, different color, or pictures or images to the border of these forms so that they have a different appearance. I can come up to the color palette at the top. That gives me different color options, so instead of the purple background I can choose one of these colors, or I can go to this image option. That allows me to select from pre-designed images in Google. And once I select the image I want, I don't see it here right away. You can see it populates for me, so I can see all the different color choices and picture choices. I also have options in the settings that you'll want to look at. So the settings wheel is up here. And in the general, I can ask to collect email addresses, but then applicants or the people who are working on the form will have to log in. I also have the option that they can edit their forms after they've submitted. In the presentation menu, I have the option to show the progress bar of how many questions you have left. I can shuffle the question order if it needs to be randomized. And then at the end, the default is to show a link to submit another response, and you can check that or uncheck that. You also have the option to edit your confirmation message, so what shows after you've submitted the form. In the quizzes menu, if I make this a quiz, then it adds in some other special features for grading and allows the student to see the grade immediately finishing the form, if you use the form as a quiz. When I'm ready to preview the form, I'm going to click on this eyeball at the top. That brings up the form in a new tab, and now I can see the different questions. Notice any of the questions that we said were required have a red asterisk next to them. And I can actually move through the form and see what my students would see, or whoever's using the form would see, the users. When I'm ready to go back to the edit, I can just simply close this tab, and that takes me back to where I was editing the form. When I'm ready to share the form, I can click on Send at the top, and I have the option to send this via email, or this icon here is a link. I can copy and paste this link into an email myself. If it's going to be typed into the browser, I might choose shorten URL, so it'll give me a short address to type in. What I can also do, I'm going to hit cancel here. I can also preview the form. And once the form is previewed, I'm going to come up to this icon next to the address, and I'm going to drag it to the taskbar or to my desktop, and it creates a link to the form here on my desktop. I can email this link, or I can share it in a folder, however I want. If I want to see the responses to my form, I can click on the Responses menu at the top. This allows me to see if there's any responses that have been submitted here. I can also say that I'm not accepting responses anymore, so that an error message will appear if they try to get to my form. I can also click on this spreadsheet icon, and when I click on the spreadsheet icon, it's going to create a new spreadsheet with the name of my form and then responses in parentheses. When I click on Create, it will take all of my responses and put it into a Google spreadsheet for me to analyze.